FAKER playing the new champion K'Sante in the mid lane. He's back in Korea after losing the World Championship Finals, of course. This is some of his first games back on the server. And of course, the 2022 season has come to an end. Hopefully you have all enjoyed this season. Looking forward to some of the preseason changes and getting your skills together. Hopefully honed, hopefully improving into Season 13. Where we will all try and achieve, hopefully, a better rank. Or simply have more fun. Have more happiness. Whatever you want. So he starts the Q. And Tofo, I think it's called, something like that. You stack 2 of them. And I think the third one, when you hit it... In my head, I kind of think of like Yasuo and Yone Qs, but then instead of they get knocked up, pushed back to you kind of thing. So the champion, guys, it's a tank. But the whole premise is that it's a fighting tank. Because the ultimate, when you take it, you turn into a very high damage, squishy champion. So your champion identity is kind of mixed. He goes the E next, which you can dash, you get a shield. And then I think the W, you can pass through people and take less damage, something like that. Champion, it's pretty new. It's actually extremely strong. For those that don't know, it's getting played priority in high elo Korea. It's disgustingly good. Very low win rate on release, but these type of champions, as he's into a Karthus mid with exhaust, I don't see how he's going to get a kill. It should be looking for skirmishes, getting tanky, then looking for those all-outs in the side lane later on. This champion's very complex, so when you pop the ultimate, all your abilities kind of do different stuff. It's like, not only do all your abilities kind of have these special inbuilt things, then when you ultimate, you turn squishy, and then you have a bunch of other stuff that it does, if you know what I mean, like different. So, to a lesser intelligent person, such as myself, when I play this champion, I'm spamming buttons. I'm mashing. I don't know what I'm doing. And that's usually why at the start of this... FAKER. Limit testing here. And man, isn't it so good to see? So FAKER literally just lost Worlds. He flies back to Korea, takes like a week break. Instantly, he's in the preseason, learning new champions, learning new kits, grinding the game. This, every single year I say this, but FAKER always goes in, starts playing solo queue again, preparing, and he just doesn't run out of motivation, and that's why he's the GOAT. A lot of players in their head think they work hard, a lot of NA players think they're putting in the hours, but some of these Korean and some of these extremely, you know, notorious players from our League of Legends era, like they just put in such ridiculous amounts of grinding and just persistence is probably the word I'm looking for. We're gonna get the base here. TP in, gets the boots. Boots, of course, against champions like Karthus. You're versing champions that are very skill shot, lane dependent. Karthus, Xerath. Early boots is usually the best buy. Even things like Zoe and Syndra, I like going boots early. Small nuances in build, guys, against champions. It's good if you know what you're doing. If you're a low elo player, usually just stick to the same build path. Don't put any too much complexity or actives into it because you're going to screw it up. Get the kits correct first. Get everything first when then you're playing the champion without thinking. Then maybe start looking for build diversity. Extreme, like different runes. Strategies with builds, but I'm looking a little bit slow here. Now, the thought on everyone's mind is what happens to FAKER next season? People are kind of saying, does he go military? No, FAKER's not going military next season. He'll be running it back. T1 obviously haven't, it's very early days with rosters, so they haven't announced like exact details, but I'm praying, and I hope you guys are too, that T1 roster sticks together. I love that roster. I think that roster can win Worlds. Like, that's not even like a... Is that... I don't mean... It's like me saying 1 + 1 = 2. That T1 roster, stay together. If they can continuously improve over another year, they should win Worlds. In my opinion. And they'll give FAKER the perfect exit for retirement. FAKER, of course, very heavily involved with the T1 org. For me, his next 5 to 10 year path. And once again, I don't know the guy. Like, we're best friends. I verse each other 10 times on the Rift, yada yada. But like, I don't personally talk to him that often anymore, or ever. But he's going to go to a coaching role within T1, I assume, at some stage, and bring on a rookie mid laner and kind of guide him. I can't see him leaving T1. I can't see him really just going off the fate. He really loves League. He'll kind of do the coaching role at one point in the near future, I would say. Next 5 years. Do his little military thing, come back, do coaching. Maybe they can finally get a kill on the mid lane. So your ultimate, you grab someone and then you fist them through the nearest wall. It's an extraordinary ability if used correctly, because you completely... If you can grab the enemy AD carry and push them away from their entire team, no matter what. And the wall ride goes the whole wall distance, guys. It's disgusting when you see it. It's one of the most broken abilities in the game if used correctly, especially in high elo against good players, where the enemy AD carry might be Viper or Ruler or Deft. Grab him by the throat and just chuck him to the other side of the wall, and you follow him. And then you got the extra damage. It's a cool kit. Starting to see a little bit of damage coming out from FAKER here. Maxing the Q, of course. The end Tofos. I don't know what an end... Like, I'm guessing it's some... I don't know. Some weapon from a period. I don't really know. I assume Riot hasn't just made it up, but maybe they have. We enter in the preseason. Biggest changes are items. We're getting a bunch of new items. Getting a lot of the Ages back. I'm so excited for that on my Twisted Fate. I'll be building it. Maybe some Cassidin, things like this. Should be fun. Should be pretty good preseason. Now, preseason, I say this every year, trying to help people out. If you want to get a high rank goal for 2023, your goal in preseason shouldn't be having fun. You should be playing your main champion pool, abusing players that are testing things out, and boosting your rank and your MMR as high as possible. Because your rank and MMR, whilst people think it doesn't matter, it does. It's going to affect your placement in next season. So if you get an account, right, you end season 12, let's say you end it gold, and then in the preseason, that's like a month and a half or whatever, you go from gold to diamond. Your placements is going to be, assuming you're a diamond player pretty much from the season previous, you're going to have so much higher placement, guys. And it's going to give you much better MMR, everything like that. And you're just going to slingshot the next season. That's what I did a couple of seasons, and it helped me out a lot in my early days. And because everybody doesn't take the game seriously in preseason, if you're that solid rock, not trolling, not playing Cassante mid for the first time like this guy, probably can farm some free LP. We'll get a little pop-up. Like, remember, subscribe and hit the notification bell. It helps a lot. Seriously, it does though. Appreciate it. Takes 2 seconds. Do it now. Thank you. Merry Christmas. FAKER, he's real, let's be honest. He's just farming, testing out their abilities. He's got his Barmy Cinder. You build tank, by the way. You don't build damage. You don't build bruiser. It's a tank setup. Should be no surprise as this enemy red side getting ahead. Varus playing exceptionally well. And we still, at the moment, believe the champion's a top laner and not a mid laner, guys. It could, in my opinion, end up getting played top, mid, or sub. I just haven't really decided yet. Best win rates are top lane, but play rate top lane is like the highest. A lot of top laners are investing a lot of time. They're obviously already compatible with this tanky style. We'll see. I would love for some type of action. I would love for some type of explosion on the Rift where FAKER shows me a little bit of promise, but as of right now, we're watching a tank Cassante just kill Scuttle Crab. Come on, buddy. You can do it, old man. We get there eventually. Karthus mid, is it good? It's okay. It's playable. Some people think it's underrated champion. I don't think it's underrated. I think Karthus mid's fine. I just think in high, I just think a lot of mages like can completely demolish it. A good Karthus running exhaust. It's hard. It's a lot harder to kill than you think, but the lack of mobility usually can mean you can just solo lose the game. And it's weird they gave this champion mana. From Riot Games style, I thought they were going to make this champion mana-less. Faker wanted the blue. Lee Sin says nobody. Takes it. What do you think about the wave clear? It's not that good, is it? It's not that quick of wave clear. Dodge 2. Good job. Looking for the roam now. He always has this inside track. Karthus pops the ultimate. Faker moves in. Bot lane doesn't look touchable. We have the level advantage. We're going to keep on shoving. Please, I'm begging right now. I need some action. Not only on the Rift, but mainly on the Rift. Please. This could be it. This is the roam. This is where we please. Please tell me this is where we get on to the scoreboard. Ooh, this could be it. Misses the Q. Come on, Faker. Pin somebody. Come on. He's looking for the flash. Ah. Okay. He ease back to mid lane. He'll shove it in. Deny 3 creeps, probably from the Karthus. And call it a day. Let's not pass judgment on these Qs. Let's pass judgment. Screw it. Finally, we pop the ultimate. We've gone all out, and that's where the exhaust for the Karthus comes through. Faker popping the damage. Gets the... Dude, that... How disgusting is it that you can be a tank, even through exhaust, and just go boom? As I think he was going to die over to this build there. Disgusting damage. Trying to stall him for as long as possible. Pops the flash. Vladimir. No way he lives. No way he lives. No way he lives. No way he lives. Okay. He's gonna live. I like that. That's a juiced up all in. I'll be honest, I don't really know like the R all in specificities. As I say a lot of the times, back in my day, you would play Nunu and the Q would be called like bite or something. Nowadays these abilities, they're longer than I don't know. I got like a Harry Potter novel. It's so long, man. It's just it's a children's video game, man. Why do we have to make it so complex? I can barely read as it is. Look at these glasses. I'm getting old. Faker gets the gauntlet. And blue team's looking really good here. They have that insane tank in the mid lane, plus the Tahm Kench. Then you got the Caitlyn, the Lee, the Akali. Really nice damage composition for blue side, whilst the only tank really for red side is that Mortal Ice, which hopefully you guys, you're acting well, because if you're not, then Santa might put you on that Nautilus and you'll get cold. You get it? You get the joke. No, ignore me. Don't worry about it. One more. Go to dodge another Q. Karthus pops the ultimate. Faker cannot stop it though. Trying to learn the combos, and so am I. Looks like he EQ'd for the dash. W's in. It just seems like this mana expenditure is so inefficient. As Bel'Veth finds Faker. Faker doesn't have flash. He does have ultimate, and he's looking for it. Can he get it? He ults the Bel'Veth, and he's trying to use all his mobility, and he's still not able to do it. And that's what I'm talking about. Ulting does not help your survivability, especially if you grab that jungler who has Blade of the Ruin King. You're screwed. You take extra damage, you're squishy as hell, you instantly go to like half health or whatever. It's... Probably should have taken the L there and just died. Luckily, Caitlyn, 10 CS per minute. They're going to try and contest the Herald. Toad and the blind guy. And I don't think it's a really good idea. Caitlyn's late. Vladimir has ult. I think don't do it. Faker spawns. Varus pops down the tower, and this game is looking rough. Two dragons here for blue side. That's probably the win con. These objective controls with the Cassante just ulting the Belveth away. No magic resist up against the Vladimir in the side lane. Could be a problem. Moving in. I don't know about diving a Vlad. Once again, we don't... No, we do. We have ultimate. We ult away and we go... That just seemed useless. The ultimate just popped. It wasn't against the wall, so nothing really happened. Slight pushback. And Faker, you're going to have to try and bail out. Belveth picks up the Akali. And I think that's a little bit of an experience for Faker on this champion. Next item actually going to be the Frozen Heart. Going to be pinning down the Varus and the Belveth. Trying to get no autos. My editor could edit in the Cassante sound. That would be good. Edit up. Okay, never mind. My bad. I guess round... You know, one thing, the ultimate seems to be very low cooldown. I thought it was going to be like a 2-minute cooldown. It seems like it's only like what, 90 seconds-ish? Seems pretty low. Or he finds the Vlad, but you're not an assassin. I don't know. You really are a tank. Like, do not get it twisted. You're pretty much Dr. Mundo unless you have the ultimate and take them away. You're not that mobile. You're not that fast. Do not get it twisted as we are side laning with teleport. It's 14 minutes. Faker might be able to look for the TP behind and try and get a fight. Ult's up. Let's see if he looks for it. He does. Hits the TP. Looking for the flank. This is going to be absolutely crucial to see if they're able to make it back into the game. Faker. Can he get anybody? Can he help out? Pops the ultimate onto the Karthus, I think. And then he's going to try and juke out on the Qs. Solid fight. If they're able to get the mid lane tower and set up for the Drake, perfect. And what do you guys think about League of Legends? The change they've been making. I've been playing the game forever. I think they're slow. I think we're actually, and I don't usually praise Riot, but like a lot of the changes have been helping the game out a lot. The teleport changes that they did whenever they did them, where you can only teleport to towers until 14 minutes. I think that was a bloody good change. What do you guys think? You can't do those coin flip TPs on minion waves to like the bot lane anymore, and top lane, it seems like it's a lot... It just seems like the game is a lot more structured in the early game. The stopwatches. Remember when they released stopwatches and everybody got them at 6 minutes and they were cheap as hell? Now they're expensive. It's not worth it really in the rune page. They don't come into like 12 or 14 or something ridiculous minutes. So good. Dragon changes, good. Tower platings, pretty solid. I reckon they're doing a decent job. Old Riot Games at like game. What would we call it? Game systems. I think they're doing well. Champion balancing. Obviously, there's always going to be a little bit of a hot topic. Champion releases. I think I want more champions personally. Feels like when I started the game, they had a champion every 2 weeks. Nowadays, it's like 2 champions a year. It feels like, and barely any of them are crazy, sexy mid laners that I can play, except for. Wait, never mind. Team fight, ultimate. We're not pinning it. We need to start pinning these people. Look at this. Faker's absolutely griefing. He's doing nothing. Zero impact. And this is why you dodge players testing new champions in your games in ranked, especially in preseason. Vladimir will pick this kill up. Okay. Why does he like do this? I always think he's dead, and then I remember. He has the name Unkillable Demon King for a reason. He can't be killed. As we head back in, probably almost have enough for the... There we go. Frozen Heart completed. Going to be reducing attack speed. Wait, you can't take... Do you take no damage when you hit W? And as I was saying, this dragon was very crucial for Blue Side's win con. If they're not able to get this, and they're going to get Vladimir... If they don't get this, they're pretty much guaranteed to get late game Vlad Arthas. I definitely think Faker's going to start needing some magic resist as soon as possible. Varus does a little bit of AP damage, but then you just got huge amounts coming from the Vlad, the Karthus. Q-Max, then W-Max, followed by E-Max for Faker. I just want to see him use another good ultimate. I'm deprived of the displacement. I want to see it. Thanking. Solid mid lane siege. Faker has TP, so he wants to side lane as much as possible here. His strength really is side laning. You get ahead. If someone matches you, your ultimate turn to assassin. And your TP flanks are really, really good. Like, you're probably one of the best, like, top lane flankers in the game. I guess mid lane for this game. And enemy team has started straight up on the Nash. I think this is a really good call for them. They have Belveth. Are they still on it? Is Faker caught? They have Belveth and... Oh, God. Easier, but no, not quite. I thought the enemy team was going to rush that down. Varus, Belveth, Karthus, could do a Baron in like, I don't know, 10 seconds. A very short window. We may have found the Belveth here. Ali gets stunned up. Faker, thinking about going for the ultimate. He's just frontlining. Calm eats him up. And where the hell is he? He pops the ultimate back into the enemy team. Once again, not able to use the walls, and I think positioning is vital in this champion. Faker's positioning in this game hasn't been the greatest. He's still on all-out form, by the way, so he's doing most damage, but taking more, and... Pretty damn close fight. Hopefully Akali lives. Might go down to the Belveth. And you do... That's rough. It's dead even gold. It's dead even gold, but this Belveth and Vlad are starting to get very large. Will Kate go? I know she doesn't risk that there. Should be a massive buy for Caitlyn. Because Gale Force Rapid. Varus has Shieldbow, Wits End, Rageblade. Caitlyn probably looking for IE into Hexdrinker, I guess. Something like that. Teleport once again into the side lane, trying to pressure against a Karthus and a Vlad who don't have the teleport. Then you TP across and use that to your advantage. Faker is a smart guy. He knows that this is the best mathematical chance. Enemy team doesn't have a way to match him and then efficiently stop the teleport across. Karthus, Vlad don't have any CC. Problem is, he doesn't really have any good flank wards and his team is doing a horrible job at holding map when he's trying to side. Also, I don't think this champion really splits, like does too much damage to the towers. Karthus no exhaust. Dragon up in 45. 1-3-1 macro seems solid, and then they shove the sides and look for the dragon. Faker tries to get 1v1, not able to get it. 30 seconds on the dragon. Baron is also up though. You can see the Belveth was hovering with Nautilus bot side. And in my opinion, in this at this game state, usually this is where jungle support synergy is like. Oh, Akali goes to the flank. Faker thinks he's found Bel'Veth. He's looking for the Karthus. He could ult the Karthus. Dashes away. Bel'Veth going crazy. Ults the Bel'Veth back. He's in all-out form. And they disengage. Caitlyn not able to get into the river. You'd want to see a trap line set up, cutting the blue from the dragon, but Caitlyn's late, and that means they're going to be able to enter the river. Trap line comes in. And this is going to be a rough fight. This is going to be such a rough fight here. The blue side. You might just have to concede it. I can't quite see. Let's see. Faker tanking. He goes in. They're able to get the Karthus, but Karthus, of course, if you're fighting onto the body, Varus flashes in. Caitlyn gets eaten up. Oh my god. Why is this... Faker in. Can he live? No, he can't. Bel'Veth gets the reset. Oh my god. And that's going to be the Nash. And it's probably even going to mean the Dragon. That is such an unfortunate fight. I really did think they had a shot for a second there, but the Caitlyn didn't have IE. She's gone for Storm Razor, then she's going to get an IE. Very slow build, but this game's really hard. Where's the gap? Top Chung gap, are we saying? Lee Sin rushing. They really want to try and get this dragon and then hold the Baron push out and then try and force the Elder. Sorry, the Soul fight. Wake up. See if this TP can win in the game for the 5th time. I don't know. I doubt it. The problem is, building resistances here really doesn't matter. But, like, Faker, this maybe is a bad game because Cassante is a tank, but then the enemy team, like, Vlad has Void, Bel'Veth has Blade Wits, Karthus almost Void, Varus has the Wits and Rage Blade. They're pretty much, like, these on-hit setups are just shredding this guy like butter. And that dragon did go across the red team. As you guys know, blue side has a higher win rate. The blue side has a higher win rate, if you guys didn't know. Red side's team are always going to be higher rank. You'll never have a red side team that is like accumulatively. If you added all their elos together, they're always going to be higher than blue team. As Faker, he gets the Varus. Beautiful setup. Is he able to live? Probably. He has flash. He really doesn't want to use it. There we go. Uses the flash. Caitlyn able to set up one trap. Bel'Veth just walks straight through. This Bel'Veth is insane, dude. Vladimir. Oh my god, no. If they can kill the Bel'Veth here, Caitlyn trying to use her range advantage, not able to find anything. And Faker gonna head back to base. Has TP, might look for a deep flank. Let's see. Has the force of nature here, so we've got that magic resist. You're now building things like Gargoyle, Stone Plate. It's full tank. If you see your Cassante building damage, like bruiser items, be angry with him. And yearly reminder, guys, now's the time to start getting used to playing with no chat in League of Legends. Pings at 5% noise. League of Legends becomes a fun game when you eliminate the human factor. I've said this a billion times. Have friends to play Clash with. And they're actually doing ARAM changes soon, which I might talk about in another video. But then when it comes to ranked solo duo, dude, you will become depressed. You play with chat on, pings high, talking with your team, trying to instruct. Don't bother. Doesn't help. Hey guys, can we push mid here? Don't. We We find the Belveth, ults him back. We have to, if we don't kill the Belveth here, it's done. Good kick by Lee Sin, Q lands, and the Belveth goes down. Akali in the side lane. Beautiful macro here from blue side. They're only going to lose top lane tower. As I don't think I have the lung capacity to be a caster. You would think I would have, after being a national level swimmer back in the day. Faker level 16. One thing from versing Faker a lot, it's always very hard to get level advantages from this guy. He always just seems to be able to find extra CS. It's not even CS, it's just the experience. He seems to get a lot more experience than you. Like I think whenever I verse him, he was always up a level. Probably just comes down to better back timings, more side laning and stuff like that, but still. It's annoying versing players and just not understanding where the hell they're getting that extra levels and CS and better positioning. It's just small things, they all add up. Guys, this is such a long game, I'm surprised. Usually Korean solo queue a lot of the time is just a mess into like 100 kills. Caitlyn has 4 items here. Both 80 carries, 10 CS per minute. You guys think's gonna win, blue team or red team? I think just looking at red team's comp, it's so hard to get through them. If Faker can get it all comes down to Faker can ult the Varus or the Vlad away in a crucial time. I think that's what it all comes down to. Also, Caitlyn and Tom need to work in tandem and be able to help out with the positioning for each. Caitlyn damage is massive right now. You better headshot the Karthus in three hits probably. Dragon fight up in 20 seconds. Blue team should have the advantage because of the traps. You get there first, set up good trap line. They're always going to give it to a Caitlyn team for objective control. But Faker needs to try and... There we go, there's the traps. Faker needs to try and come from a unique... Oh, he gets hawked. Trying to find something. Lee Sin gets shredded. Faker just running away from the team fight. And... we still have ultimate. Okay, well... ladies and gentlemen, that is going to be the end of the review. Sante mid. Champion's good, but sometimes if you don't really know what you're doing and not getting unique angles, your ultimate is probably the shittiest, most piss-weak thing you've ever seen. We saw one. I was really happy with that first ultimate from Faker. Pinning the Karthus down, getting the all-in. Everything other than that, he hasn't put them against the wall. He's just been doing it and then getting exploded. That's the end of the game. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. Hopefully you've enjoyed Season 12. I've had a pleasure reviewing all the games this year, guys. I appreciate you all. And into the preseason we go. Hopefully some new and wacky builds gets innovated. But until then, I'll see you in the next video. Peace.